Gents, this is the moment you've been waiting for. We've delved into your expert brains and we've asked you to come up with your He-Man 15. Basically, players you think that have stood out in the pool stage of this competition. How on earth did you finally come up with a Dream 15?
Well, it was meant to be, I thought it was meant to be I do the forwards, Jamie does the backs, because he was more like a back than I was. Something like that. But we basically divvied it up. We blagged it a bit, but we think we've ended up with the best team. We think we've got it
all right, let's take a look.
right. And it's kind of, I did most of the forwards because it ended up being a bit Irish-centric, and we thought that people might go on Twitter and say Jamie was biased. But actually, I did all of those. And the one that Jamie gave me and said he's got to be in is Matter at 8, who's actually a Fijian who plays for Edinburgh, so couldn't be less Irish. But we're very happy with that. I'm not sure which of those players, frankly, you can leave out. Mako Vunipola, Tyg Furlong, the two best props in the world at the moment. Sean Cronin, just electric. Yeah. Tyg Byrne, one of the most valuable players in Europe. Yeah. James Ryan's a freak show, and I mean that as a compliment. Thomas Young, every time he plays, love watching him play. Matter we know about.
Oh, come on, that little...
greatest offload in the history of the universe.
Real offload.
And Peter O'Mahony's the most competitive man not currently fighting in a cage, I think. So for me, that's the pack. If I was a head coach and I could pick anyone, that is the pack I would pick today.
Oh, let's go to the backs.
Yeah, I tried to keep it as non-Irish as I could, but
you just couldn't help yourself.
It didn't work out. I mean, they're the informed team. I mean, Connor's not back that much. He's only back into the fray really with Munster, but he's straight back in, showing what he's about. Joey Carby showing that he wanted, what he's all about, making that move, making his presence known with this this young team. Devoto and Ringrose in the middle. I think if you had them in your team, they would be wreaking havoc flats, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I was trying not to put Ringrose in there.
I sort of forced that one in.
Yeah.
I know you're going to get some grief for it, but he's the best 13, so he's got to be in.
Yeah, defensively as well. He just closes down the space so well and manages it really well. And then, you've got Kobe, you've got Stockdale, and you got Zebo there as the back three. I mean, they're unbelievable. Kobe is tearing up the competition. He's electric. And then Zebo just showing the freedom that he has there in Racing. I always really liked games, when you saw Nigel was the referee, because he let the game open, played a lot of advantage, and he just wanted a free-flowing game. Really good communication style with you, let you know what his thoughts on how it was panning out. And also, he was a character. He is a character of the game. He's like entertaining in terms of some of his quips. I know Keane Healy has been on the end of a couple of them as well. And I have as well, to be honest. But he's always fair. And yeah, I really always look forward to games with Nigel.
Yeah, and I think as well as the fun stuff, and because of that, you really like him, and you kind of don't want to let him down. Actually, you don't want to offend him or upset him. So you want to behave yourself on the field, a bit like Wayne Barnes. The guys just like him. But also, apart from that, in terms of actual refereeing, misses very little and explains things really, really well in the heat of the moment. When you're going off and you think he's absolutely wrong, he breaks it down so concisely, so intelligently that very, very difficult bloke to argue with.